thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA Finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what?
Thanks to this comment from Noah Lyles, the USA assembled the Avengers for the 2024 Olympic Games in Paris. In an effort to remind the world that there is a reason everyone dreams of playing in the NBA, the American stars have come together to bring the gold medal home. LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, every single name on this roster is a top player. LeBron James might be almost 40 years old and coming off the back of his 21st year in the NBA, but he is still one of the best players in the world. The King averaged 25, 8, and 7 as he tried his best to take the Lakers into a deep playoff run. He also shot 54% from the field and had a career-high 41% from the three-point range, becoming the first player to average over 25 points and 8 assists while shooting at least 50% overall and 40% from beyond the arc for a single season. In the play-in game against the Pelicans, LeBron James scored 23 points, grabbed 9 rebounds, and dished out 9 assists, helping the Lakers win 110-106 and secure his 17th playoff appearance. Facing a 3-0 deficit in the first round against the Denver Nuggets, James scored 14 of his 30 points in the fourth quarter of Game 4, leading the Lakers to a 119-108 victory to avoid a sweep. His efforts, which included a 30-point and 11-rebound performance in Game 5, the Lakers were eliminated in 5 matches, marking only the second time James was ousted in the first round. He has been fantastic for the past few years but didn't have the best supporting cast. Well, lucky for him, on the Olympic squad, there is plenty of talent around him. He doesn't need to be as dominant on the ball with players like Booker, Curry, and KD on the court. He can pick his moments, conserve his energy for defending. Even with all that talent though, the team has faith in LeBron when it comes to clutch time. We saw what he did against South Sudan and Germany. Against the Germans, James scored the United States' last 11 points on a 4-4 shooting, finishing the game with a game-high 20 points en route to a 92-88 win. The 39-year-old, who's the oldest player in the NBA, also chipped in 6 rebounds and 4 assists with a steal and a block. There is a reason the King was selected as the flag bearer for the United States. Of course, LeBron wasn't by himself. 5 other US players scored in double figures as Joel Embiid scored 15 points, Stephen Curry added 13, and Anthony Davis and Anthony Edwards scored 11 and 10 respectively. I think the one guy that will help LeBron the most will be Curry. After some intense battles between 2015 to 2018, LeBron and Steph have become great friends towards the back end of their careers. There is a lot of shared respect between the two, with the relationship turning into a bromance when you look at how often they praise each other in interviews. Despite being a 4-time NBA champion, 2-time league MVP, and an NBA Finals MVP, Paris 2024 is Stephen Curry's first time at the Olympics. He did play a key role in the US winning gold at the 2014 FIBA Basketball World Cup, but hadn't shown his skills at the Olympics yet. Curry, who cemented his arrival as an NBA superstar with his first MVP season, has been one of America's best players for over a decade. While his standing makes him an ideal candidate for Team USA's 12-man roster for the Olympics in 2016 and 2020, Curry did not participate. After unanimously winning MVP of the 2015-2016 NBA season, Curry cited health as the reason for withdrawing from the Olympic considerations in 2016. The 2020 Olympics were postponed a year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Once the Olympic Games were scheduled for 2021, Curry elected not to participate, instead opting to focus on the upcoming NBA season. "It just wasn't right for me," Curry told The Athletic in 2021. "Very confident in that decision, no regret at all. But there's always that itch to play and play on the biggest stage like the Olympics. But it just wasn't the right thing for me and the right time." Curry acknowledged that Golden State's loss in the 2021 play-in tournament had a hand, as did the health and safety protocols that existed at the time. He was also eligible for a lucrative contract extension, and going to compete could have threatened his health. As it turned out, the decision paid off in more ways than one. Curry finalized a 4-year, $250 million contract extension with the Warriors in August of 2021, and led the franchise to the 2022 NBA title 10 months later. Just when you thought LeBron and Curry were enough of a deadly duo, you get to Kevin Durant, who has been unbelievable for the USA in the Olympics. Durant is on the brink of Olympic history as he aims for a record-breaking 4th gold medal in men's basketball at the Paris Olympics. Currently, he shares the record of 3 gold medals with Carmelo Anthony. Durant, aged 35 and playing for the Phoenix Suns, has been a key figure for Team USA in the last 3 Olympics, 2012, 2016, and 2020. Securing a 4th gold would set him apart as the most decorated Olympian in men's basketball. Alongside teammate LeBron James, Durant is also poised to potentially match the record for the most overall men's basketball Olympic medals, with a total of 4. In a recent interview with NBC Olympics, Durant expressed his ambition not just to win, but to dominate. "I want to really make a statement on how dominant our players are, like 40, 50-point wins. I want to do that," he said. Durant has consistently shined at the Olympics, earning the MVP title in Tokyo by leading Team USA with an average of 20.7 points per game. Heading into Paris, he also holds the American records for the highest points scored in a single Olympics, 156 and 155 points. In total, Durant has scored 435 points in his Olympic career, the most by any American male basketball player. Additionally, he ranks 3rd for the most rebounds by an American male in the Olympics and 4th in assists. On top of these 3 talented beasts, the USA also has Joel Embiid. The 2023 MVP has been one of the best players in the league for the past 3 years. His size and skill make the US a crazy matchup, especially with FIBA rules. Since he can shoot, he can play both as center or at the 4, in case USA goes up against a team like France that has so much size. The fact that the Americans can run a lineup of LeBron, Davis, and Embiid at the same time is pretty crazy. Then you have Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, and Derek White coming off the back of a season where they were NBA champions. Each of them know what it takes to win, doing all the little things the team needs. Drew's defense is going to be a nightmare for the opposing guard, and Tatum is a 6'9" wing that can do everything on the basketball court. Derek White is of course the most ideal glue guy you will ever get on a team. There's also Anthony Edwards. The young guard made a massive leap to stardom in the past season, leading the Timberwolves past the Denver Nuggets and into the Western Conference Final. His athleticism and fearless playstyle will be a huge advantage for the Americans. Davis and Bam Adebayo will help solidify the team defensively, with both players being Defensive Player of the Year candidates every single year. And of course, Booker is a wild card. He's one of those players where if he's on fire, you get him the ball. Whether he starts or comes off the bench, Book is a bucket. As if the talent on the court wasn't enough, the USA has an all-star lineup of coaches. Kerr, who has led the Golden State Warriors to 4 championships during his 10-year coaching tenure, has taken the reins from Coach K, who led the US to Olympic gold in 2008, 2012, and 2016, and Greg Popovich, who claimed gold in Tokyo. Kerr will have 3 assistants: Eric Spoelstra, who has guided the Miami Heat to 2 championships and 4 finals appearances since 2012, Los Angeles Clippers' Tyronn Lue, who coached the Cleveland Cavaliers to the 2016 NBA championships, and Gonzaga coach Mark Few. Talent, of course, isn't everything, as we have seen with previous USA teams who have been shocked at the Olympics. But this team has the mentality and the combination of veterans and young players to really push for that gold medal. France, Spain, Canada will all have a say, but if there's a team that's favorites, it's definitely the Americans.